Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Packers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Jones again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And he's got room. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
On second and goal, Mahomes toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter. And
you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one or two for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
Maybe they're also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. This one swung out here to Jones. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 50 yards. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Butker's kick here is good. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
Now Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. That's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. He's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, the guy just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Super Bowl champions.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.